Have you ever felt the eerie sensation of déjà vu? That spine-chilling feeling like you've lived this exact moment before? Well, in a reality conceived by technology, dark forces are at play. Within the intricate world of the Matrix, danger lurks around every corner. Unbeknownst to many, a battle of epic proportions is unfolding, and the fate of humanity hangs in the balance. As shadows grow longer, chaos intensifies, and a sinister presence looms. But amidst the fear and uncertainty lies a glimmer of hope. It's time to awaken. Brace yourselves for a thrilling journey that transcends age and location. Enter a realm where perceptions are shattered and minds are set free. Prepare to experience an adventure that will leave an indelible mark on your very consciousness. The Matrix demands your attention. Spread the word, for the truth is calling. The idea of the Matrix and the simulated world in which we are trapped seems so unreal that perhaps the only way to face it is through symbolic interpretation. But perhaps the reality is much more frightening than it can fit into our imagination. In fact, everything we perceive from the world around us, from colors, faces, tastes, pain, happiness and sadness, love and hate, etc. In short, everything we see and understand from the world, or rather it seems that we see, only by the electrochemical functions of the amazing creature called the brain. Our body reacts with the surrounding environment and plays the role of sensors that send data to the brain, and the brain interprets them for us. If for any reason there is a change in the functioning of our brain, our entire perception of the environment changes. We experience different emotions and see different things that others do not. Welcome to a world just beyond our reality, where time stands still and existence splits in two. It's a place where echoes of our own lives reverberate, unfolding parallel to our own. These alternate dimensions, hidden in the shadows, hold secrets and mysteries waiting to be discovered. Imagine the thrill of stepping into these otherworldly realms where anything is possible. Brace yourself, for within these parallel worlds, the unknown awaits. It calls out to you, beckoning you to explore and unravel its enigmas. But be warned, for there is an unseen force lurking, ready to challenge your very presence. Venture forth, and let your journey begin. Prepare to shatter the boundaries of your imagination, and dare to tread into the realm of endless possibilities. In every dimension, across all ages, and from anywhere in the world, behold the timeless allure of parallel worlds. Let the exploration commence, and may your brand be forever etched in the minds of those who dare to delve into the unknown. The theory of reincarnation of the soul tells that the soul of a person was manifested in the body of another person in the past and before the birth of the present body. Despite the fact that some people have claimed to know the details of their previous life, before birth, to some extent, those who believe in reincarnation believe that most people, without any knowledge of the details of their previous life, have been put into the field of current life. Accepting the above means that a reincarnated person does not remember any memories of his previous life. Of course, those who believe in reincarnation believe that the new life of a person is mixed with signals and signs from the previous life. These signs are stored in a certain level of the human conscious mind and cannot be transferred to other levels of this mind. For example, there are people who do not remember their actions when they are drunk. It can be concluded that a certain part of the conscious mind is active in a drunken state, but after sobering up, it is no longer accessible. Since familiarity occurs at an unusual level of the conscious mind, the theory of reincarnation can trace its origin to signals transmitted from a previous life. Accordingly, an environmental stimulus can enable temporary access to a certain level of the conscious mind by evoking some signs of a previous life. Based on the above descriptions, reincarnation believers believe that when a sound, smell, or image evokes a familiar feeling, this feeling is derived from previous life experiences. All in all, it must be acknowledged that the theory of reincarnation has a belief basis rather than a scientific basis. Reincarnation believers without scientific evidence believe in the theory of reincarnation simply out of their heart's faith. Direct inference theory says that déjà vu occurs when you see something at two different times. The first time you see something, you may not pay much attention to it and just catch your eye. Your brain begins to form a memory of what you see, even with limited information from a brief, incomplete glance. If your first look at something doesn't fully capture your attention, for example, looking at a landscape, you may believe that you are seeing it for the first time. But your brain remembers the previous impression. Your brain remembers the previous impression and memory, even if it is not fully aware of what you have observed. In this case, it can be said that you have experienced déjà vu. In other words, since you did not pay full attention to that event the first time, you feel that a different event happened to you. But this is only a continuous perception of the same event. Déjà vu describes the strange feeling that you've experienced something before, even when you know you've never experienced it. Experts generally believe that this phenomenon is probably somehow related to memory. So, if you've experienced déjà vu, you may have experienced something similar before. You just can't remember it. If this happens once in a while, it's probably nothing to worry about, even if it seems a little weird. But this phenomenon happens more when you feel tired or stressed. How would you feel if one day you realized that the world you live in is nothing but a computer simulation? The possibility of such a thing being true is not far from the mind. However, there is a way to find out. In 2003, the English philosopher Nick Bostrom published an article in which he raised the issue that maybe we are really living in a numerical computer simulation. To add an uncannily frightening twist to his idea, Bostrom suggested that our highly advanced descendants might have developed such a program, with the aim of simulating the past and recreating the way of life of their distant ancestors. He felt that such an experiment was inevitable for a highly advanced civilization. If this hasn't happened yet, Bostrom argued, it means humanity never evolved enough and we're doomed to be a short-lived species. Even to go beyond this, it can be assumed that the identities of artificial intelligence, which are our distant descendants, they were very curious to go back in time and simulate the universe of their biological ancestors, prepared to dive into the mysterious world of déjà vu facts. Brace yourself for the unexpected as we unravel the secrets behind these uncanny experiences. From scientific explanations to mind-boggling theories, we'll take you on a thrilling journey that will leave you questioning reality itself. Explore the phenomenon that sends shivers down your spine, regardless of age or location. Are these peculiar moments just tricks of the mind? Or is there something more sinister lurking beneath the surface? Get ready to have your perception of the world turned upside down in this bone-chilling exploration of déjà vu. Wait a moment, I haven't been here before. I feel like we were standing right here saying the exact same thing before. I swear, this cat that passed through this corridor just now passed through here just a few moments ago. If these sentences sound familiar to you, then you are probably one of the millions of people who have experienced the mysterious, yet interesting phenomenon of déjà vu, or at least seen the Matrix trilogy. Sometimes, when we experience a new event or place for the first time, we have this strange feeling as if this is not really the first time and we have already been in this place or said the same thing somewhere before. This strange feeling is called déjà vu, or familiarity, which comes from the French word déjà vu, which means already seen. Déjà vu is a complex phenomenon, and many theories have been proposed about its causes. Arthur Fankhauser, a Swiss scientist, believes that there are different types of déjà vu, and for a better study of this phenomenon, it is necessary to consider the subtle differences between these experiences. Déjà vu is often not a worrisome phenomenon. Of course, people with temporal lobe epilepsy also experience déjà vu during seizures, but this phenomenon also occurs in people without any health problems. There is no hard evidence on how common déjà vu is, but different estimates show that about 70% of people in the world have experienced some kind of déjà vu. Among these, people aged 15 to 25 have experienced déjà vu more than any other age group. Déjà vu is a relatively common phenomenon, but experts still can't pinpoint the cause, although it's safe to say that the cause of déjà vu isn't a disturbance in the matrix, unless you believe in the simulated universe theory.